Learn the most advanced recruiting techniques. Land the most desirable talent. Launch your company towards massive success. This is the Higher Power Radio Show with Rick Girard.
Giving back. So today we're talking about how to attract talent to your company by giving back. My name is Rick Girard, and thanks for tuning in to the Higher Power Radio Show. Our aim is to help companies solve the most difficult hiring challenges from a different perspective. So when most companies hire, they really focus on a needs-based approach, meaning they need something done and need to find someone to do the work. It tends to be a very reactive process. And in my opinion, this is the wrong way to build a company, folks. As Benjamin Franklin said once, if you fail to plan, you are planning to fail. So create a plan. And in that plan, create a program for giving back. Today, we are in studio with Gui Mendes and Mason Monsevais of Art of Jiu-Jitsu Academy to discuss the power of giving back and how doing so has benefited their organization. Just a quick background. Gui is a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu 4-time world champion and co-founder of the Art of Jiu-Jitsu Academy, which he started with his brother Rafa back in 2015, and co-founder PM Tenore, actually, who's the founder of RVCA, contributed as well. And Mason moved to Costa Mesa to train with the Mendes brothers and has won major jiu-jitsu tournaments around the world in that under the brothers, and helps to lead the Believe and Achieve program. Gui and Mason, thank you for being on our program today, and welcome to the show.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. So in full disclosure to our audience, I train Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and I train under the Mendes brothers, Professors Gui and Rafa, and I'm very passionate about Jiu-Jitsu, and I thank you guys for sharing that experience with us. Also, sharing the example of excellence that you guys give both in training and giving back. So let's jump right in. What was the inspiration behind starting what you guys call the Believe and Achieve program?
Yeah. The inspiration was to give people the same opportunities that we had growing up. And I started Jiu-Jitsu when I was 12 years old. And I think sport's great, especially for the kids, because it helps a lot to shape your life. And I saw that. I saw all the opportunities that I had with Jiu-Jitsu. And my goal was always to give people the same opportunities, especially the kids, because I know how good it is.
And you guys invest a lot into your kids' program.
Yeah, it was always a goal of mine because I have been traveling everywhere, teaching seminars, so I saw many different academies. Mm-hmm. And because I started young and I saw how Jiu-Jitsu was good for me and how it helped me a lot, especially gaining confidence and learning how to talk to people, how to face many different challenges, especially being a competitor. I feel it helped me a lot with confidence.
Sure.
And knowing myself better. And was always a goal to do have an academy, a successful academy with a lot of students, but focus a lot on the kids program because the kids are the future, and I feel if we can help, then we can have not just great athletes in the future, but we can help the whole community.
Got it. Now this is a dream that you shared with your brother growing up, correct?
Yeah, was always starting young. I was always talking to him about our plans, and was always I grew up in Brazil. There's not a lot of opportunities there, and I was always a goal to live and go to a place where we can have opportunities. We can show our work, and today we live here in California. We have our own academy, and we are able to affect people's life. And we are doing great work in the community.
So, okay. So explain to our audience exactly what the Believe and Achieve program is.
It's a program that we have at Art of Jiu-Jitsu,
mm-hmm.
where we bring people, now we're bringing more people from Brazil because it's where I'm from. And
sure.
Because of, I know how difficult it is to get the opportunities there and to grow up and grow up there. So we are trying to bring people and give them the opportunity to train here, to see the environment, to see all the opportunities that you can have if you work hard. And
yeah.
Because a lot of times like they end up training hard there, and like they don't have like the money to travel and compete here because the biggest competitions are here.
Yeah.
So they don't have the money to come and compete here. They don't have the resource to pay for a lot of stuff that they need, and then they're forced to end up like quitting jiu-jitsu, stop and like go work somewhere else. So our goal, like when I was growing up, like I had a lot of people that were helping us to achieve our goals.
Sure.
I think it's really hard to accomplish something like just if you're alone. So you need people that are always supporting you. I'm trying to do the same thing that other people did to me, like to these kids. And we focus a lot on getting, like, especially teenagers, because I feel we can help them to build their careers, not just like win a tournament, but like we can teach them how to work with jiu-jitsu and be successful in the future. Like really, like affect their lives and change it like for better.
Got it. Okay, so you're effectively the program sponsors kids to come over. You're covering their housing, tournament fees. Do you help with sponsorships and help them to kind of maybe understand the business side of being a professional athlete as well?
Yes, like in the beginning it was just the academy, but now like we have RVCA has been helping us a lot with that, and we are finding like many different ways to raise money so we can bring, instead of bringing like 1 or 2 kids per year, we can bring like 10 like or more. Like now we are doing like we're making t-shirts, like we are making like uniforms like gis, and we are doing seminars with like many different world champions, trying to find different ways to raise money so we can bring more people and like help more.
Okay. I mean, it's a fantastic program, by the way. When I learned about it and I kind of inquired, talking to people within the gym, I thought it's great that you guys can be those role models that provide that opportunity for people. It's fantastic. Now, Mason, what's your piece in the Believe and Achieve program?
Yeah, so Gui and Rafa, they run the academy. They're there all day, you know, teaching the classes and just kind of managing the business like side of the things. And I moved to Costa Mesa to train and to be like a full-time competitor and everything. And I had a few years of a lot of success. Like, was very fortunate, you know. I was one of the first guys in the academy, and I was able to travel everywhere and win some big tournaments and stuff.
And still do, right?
Well, now, yeah. So now this year I'm kind of taking a break. And
I'm a little bit jealous of your guys' travel schedule.
It's not bad. But yeah, so now like I'm really focusing on the program because I started working with the academy when I was in the blue belt and working a lot of stuff with like the online training, the website, and just like stuff on the back end. And we started developing this program, and it really took off. So now it deserves a lot more attention. So I think was in January this year, I was signed up for a tournament in Portugal, and I flew all the way there, and I was by myself on the airplane and in Germany before the tournament. And I was just thinking a lot, like, man, like if I win this tournament, nothing changes for me. You know, I have my job, I have my career already. I'm going to work in the academy. If I win this tournament, I go home and I go back to work, and nothing changes. So we have this program. Like, if I really invest my time there and I really put a lot of effort into it, like, I can change people's lives. I can change these kids' lives. I can, you know, help them. I can really, you know, make a difference. And for me, it just kind of hit me there. I was talking with Gui because I always talk to him about this. I was always mentioning, like, oh, like, why am I doing this? Why am I still competing? Why am I, you know, putting myself through this whenever I don't need to, you know?
Yeah.
And we were always mentioning, oh, one day I'm going to stop. One day I'm going to stop. And I think finally there in Europe, I was just like, I don't need this. Let's find a way to redirect my my competitiveness and my intensity, you know, and let's do it for something else. And so I'm there doing a lot of like the day-to-day stuff. I still talk with Gui and Rafa about all the decisions and stuff, but I'm there, you know,
You're
just
kind of
making
doing the legwork.
Yeah, just
Are
making
you doing
sure
some of the scouting of the potential people that you bring over as well, or?
So me and Gui are always like talking with people, and we're building friendships in the community. But like you kind of know who's going to come up because the way the Jiu-Jitsu works is, if you're good, you win, you know, and like you win a lot, so you get a lot of attention. And
we try to see the people that are like not just winning one tournament, but like they're very consistent, and these are the kind of people that like we know they're working hard or are doing something right, and are the people that deserve the opportunity. Because there's a lot of people training jiu-jitsu, And for us, it's important to understand how to separate who is like working really hard and like and who deserves to be,
like
you know, like
guys like me who don't work that hard.
And it's important for us. Like if we have like a opportunity to bring 3 people, it needs to be the people that have like the right like profile that we need. You understand?
Okay.
And like I think talking about the business, like when we brought Mason on board to like start working more instead of just competing, is like it's important for us to see the people that are around us and they have the same vision and like bring them like closer to us and start working. I think that's how you build a team, a strong team like in your business. And like you need to have people that you trust and they have the same vision. You don't need to be watching what they're doing every second of the day.
Absolutely. And A players will typically breed A players.
And
right?
I think like every time I see someone like this, like I try to bring them on board in the academy. It's important. Like I think the academy is very unique. The way we work, the way we think, the way we do everything, and it's important to every time I see like the person has the right profile, the person has that same vision, I try to bring them closer and like try to make them work with us.
All right, so we're going to talk a little bit more about vision after the break. Mm-hmm. So we're talking with Gui Mendes and Mason Monsevais. Oh, I just botched up your last name. I'm sorry, Mason.
My whole life it's been like that.
From Art of Jiu-Jitsu Academy here in Costa Mesa, here on the Higher Power Radio Show. And about their Believe and Achieve program and what they developed to give back to their community. So we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll discuss how to how to build a program out for yourself and your company.
You're listening to Higher Power with Rick Girard, giving you access to recruiting techniques that will help you hire key talent to build your company towards real success. Rick is a recruiting executive and entrepreneur who's been successfully recruiting in the aggressive Silicon Valley technology landscape for the past 2 decades. After a very successful stint at Apogee, he founded Stride Search in 2012. Based on a lean efficiency model, Stride has uniquely positioned itself as a leader in retained search for the most critical talent hires within a small organization. Whether you're a startup executive or recruiting professional, by listening to Higher Power with Rick Girard, you will walk away with skills to help you attract and hire great talent. Now back to Higher Power with Rick Girard.
Oh, welcome back to the Higher Power Radio Show. I'm your host, Rick Girard, and we're talking to Gui Mendes and Mason Monsevais from Art of Jiu-Jitsu Academy. So before the break, we were discussing the importance of giving back, and now we're going to talk about how we can use kind of the Mendes Brothers example to elevate your organization and how it relates to attracting talented people. So before the break, I want you to kind of continue on what you were saying, Professor Gui, with kind of your program and kind of where the program is now and how you see the program evolving.
Like I said, the program, it's now it's something it's small compared to what we wanted it to be.
Sure.
So if now we can bring, like we are bringing like 6-7 people per year, like the goal is to bring it like even more in the future, like every year, like add more people and like get more sponsors to support the team and help more people. I think that's the goal, like make them have the same opportunities, like create the same opportunities that for them that we had growing up. And
so are you relying primarily on a couple different areas on the sponsorship side, right? So you have RVCA.
What we do,
and then,
we are trying to. We have the academy. I think the academy is the main sponsor. Like
sure.
And we have RVCA that it's always supporting AOJ, and they are also supporting the program. They are a part of the program too. They're like investing on it.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have other companies that are helping us, like creating the products to sell. So like they give us like the opportunity to work with them, and we create the products to sell, and then that's how we raise the money, and we can help more people.
Okay.
And of course, like the more sponsors we have, the better we'll be, and the easier it will be to bring more people.
Got it. Okay. Now, has there been any benefits that have come to the academy that kind of surprised you in creating this program?
I think besides like the personal like pleasure of like seeing you like doing good things like and helping other people, like of course like you have more people that are coming to the academy. It gives like more visibility, especially because like when you're helping someone, you're bringing them all the way from Brazil to train here. Like they're gonna work really hard because they know this is a very unique opportunity, and like they're gonna represent the team, and they're gonna like win the competitions, and it brings visibility to the team for sure.
Okay, got it. So, what have been, besides kind of the personal game, like has there been any benefits to your organization at all from a growth perspective outside the program?
I think Jiu-Jitsu is kind of unique because when you join an academy, you join a team. So our gym is underneath a team. And when you compete, you sign up underneath that team, and that's your team. It doesn't matter, like, nothing changes for you. Like, you have different academies, but you're under that team, and then you compete against other teams. And whenever you are part of a team, it's very hard to support another team, right? Because it's a rival or it's not loyal to your own team. With a program like this, it allows other people from different teams to support us. Like, I get emails all the time saying, I'm from this school, like, in this city, and I really, really like what you're doing. And, like, they can't buy an Art of Jiu-Jitsu t-shirt because it's not their team, it's not their gym. But they can buy a Believe in Achieve t-shirt because they're supporting a program. They're supporting, like, kids from Brazil. And it's really cool because you see people coming together from different teams, and, like, normally we're rivals, but they're supporting us, and I think that's something that's really unique about like our situation.
So, have you seen maybe other gyms kind of creating programs or duplicating some of the programs you guys have been doing?
Yeah, I think like we're inspiring other people to do the same, like especially because like they see the visibility and like everything that it brings to the academy. And for us, it's really good. I think like because they're also helping like a lot of people, and it's good for everybody, you know. Like, we don't want to be the only ones doing that. We want to have other people doing that because then more people are going to be affected.
Now, just to talk a little bit about the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu community, most of the different gyms and the black belts that are here in the U.S. tend to be from Brazil, correct?
Because like,
they've had the similar opportunity.
They sport grew like there, like the. Much before it comes here, and because of the opportunities, like a lot of people, like a lot of world champions are coming here, like to teach, and they're like building their own academy and like spreading like the art. So that's why like it started like with like a lot of Brazilians coming here like a couple years ago, and now like because of the opportunities, like they want to leave Brazil. So like how you become a world champion, like you want to go somewhere where you can have opportunities, because like if you're in Brazil, like even if you become like a 5-time world champion, like you're not gonna have like the opportunity that you really deserve for being like the best in the world in your sport.
I think that's another thing about the program is we want to teach them like good jiu-jitsu, we want them to win tournaments, but we also really try to show them how to manage their career, because they're gonna be like 25, 26, 27, and they need to have a career. They need to be able to make money, and there's no money in jiu-jitsu tournaments.
And it's a rough lifestyle in the beginning when you start out, right?
Yeah, and I mean, we're very fortunate to be born in America and to live here and grow up here. Like, I've seen some of the pictures of the places they live, and like it's different world. You know, they live like it's different world. You know, like you can not be rich here, and you don't have to live in fear. You know what I mean? Like, but in Brazil, it's totally different. And so our goal is to teach them how to manage their careers, how to speak English. That's another thing too that we really try to teach them, because we want them to have the same opportunity that we have. They're gonna one day, maybe live in America and even teach at AOJ or open up their own academy, and they're gonna be able to have a successful career. So that's our goal too.
And I think this is important because a lot of times, like people like. You become a 5-time world champion, and like you still don't have any opportunity because of your personality, because you don't know how to work. And that's what we try to teach them. Like you're gonna, because of the work that you put, because of the dedication that you have, like because of the talent that you have, like you're going to become a world champion. Doesn't matter if you're training here at AOJ or if you're training in Brazil, but like. The way we can help them is like teaching them how to work and how to use all this talent, all this dedication to become just not just like a successful athlete, but a successful like businessman in the future.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I want to read a quote that actually I found on the AOJ website. AOJ, by the way, is short for Art of Jiu-Jitsu. The Believe and Achieve program was created as our way to give back. We are very fortunate that God has placed people in our lives that supported our journey and allowed us to achieve our dreams. Now it's our turn to support others, and our goal is that through this program we'll be able to make an impact and continue to improve the lives of others. So well put. You know, I think that's the thing that really wanted me to bring you guys.
First time I came here to US was to compete at Worlds. I remember
Wait, now, just so people know, our audience doesn't know Jiu-Jitsu, the Worlds is the
biggest competition.
The biggest competition, and anybody competes in it.
Yes, like before was in Brazil.
Yes.
So until 2006 was in Brazil. In 2007 they started doing at the Pyramid in Long Beach.
Okay.
So it was the first year I was living in Brazil. That was like a huge change for me because it was much harder to like get their tickets, to get my visa. It's really hard for the Brazilians to get the visa to come here. And it was a huge change for me. Like I remember like I had to like ask people to help me like support with money and like teach private lessons and like sell stuff that I had like to raise the money and come here to buy their ticket. Yeah. I came here, I didn't even have like a hotel or anything. I was on the plane with other jiu-jitsu people asking them if I could stay with them in their room. And on this trip I met Pat Tenore, like the RVCA founder, and we were training. I remember him like I didn't know who he was, but he approached us like after training, and he was like, who are you guys? Like I saw you guys were like training really hard, and like you guys stay like even after class you guys were there like doing the techniques, and like was the week before the competition, and I could not speak English, and I had a friend translating for us. And he started talking to us, like asking questions about us, like who we were and what we were doing there. And then in the end, I remember like he was like, like I really like the way you guys are doing. Like I can see you guys are very dedicated, and like go to RVCA, and I want to support you guys. So like the next day we went there, like he gave us like a lot of clothes, and then we won the competition. Like 1 week later, like we met him again, and then he told us like, if you guys keep competing, you guys keep coming every year and winning like this and putting like this work, I want to support you guys. I want to open an academy for you guys, and I want you guys to live here. And I remember this was like a huge. What was our goal?
Yeah,
like I think because
that must have been overwhelming, right?
Yeah, we didn't know how to react, to be honest, because like for me it was like winning world championships was always the goal, but then like we had something bigger, like that can really change our lives, because you win a world championship in jiu-jitsu, you don't make a lot of money. It's just for like your reputation, and just like it's just a goal for yourself. But when you have something like this, someone telling you that they're gonna do something that's going to change your whole life, and like that became our main goal. You understand? The reason to win competitions was to have this huge opportunity in our lives. And I remember how motivated we were after that meeting with him. Like we were 17 years old, and like we kept training, always talking about this. And today, every time I bring the kids from Brazil and I talk to them, I try to like teach them like how to think, what to do. Like I see the same face like that I had when I was given that opportunity. You know, like I see them like trying to like imagine themselves like having an academy and having this like life change opportunity. And this is my biggest motivation now with this program. It's like. Of course, it brings attention to the academy. Having great competitors, it's always good, because like it gives you like the visibility that you want for your business or for your team. But like, I think more than that, way more than that, it's just like look into people's eyes and see like that you're like doing something that's gonna change their lives.
Absolutely, Absolutely. Now, so what would be some initial steps that an organization might take, or maybe, that you guys did in order to get started in building a kind of a give back program?
Yeah, so I think it's going to be different for every business or every, different forms, But for us, we started small. Was a plan, and was 2 students in the first year, and we worked with a company to pay their ticket. They trained for a bit, and was a success. And people wanted to get involved, and it was easy for us to get the 3rd, the 4th, the 5th, the 6th student. So I think you don't need to, give a huge
and
donation.
Now you have some students coming back every year, right?
Yeah. So they're coming every year, and they're part of the team. And I talk to them every day, and Guy's talking to them every day, over Messenger and stuff like this. But they're our friends now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're some of my best friends. Don't speak English, but that's my best friend. But I think you can start small. It doesn't need to be anything crazy in the beginning.
I think even sponsoring athletes, especially young athletes like this, I think can add a lot of personality to your business, because I think everybody likes more people that give back, people that help others. You understand? Every time I see I see a company supporting somebody, I always give them more respect, because that's what we always should do. I think the goal for us in life is to succeed, and then you should be giving back. You understand? Because nobody gets there by themselves. You don't get there alone. You understand? You always have somebody helping you. Doesn't matter who you are, and when you get there, you can't forget about it. You understand? You need to do the same for other people. The same way that you had people that were stepstones to get to your goal. You need to be the stepstone to somebody else. So you understand. And in my vision, I respect a lot more companies that do that. And I think this is the first step for people to just think about it. Think about how with so little you can do so much to other people. You understand that?
Yeah, totally. And measuring your success by elevating those around you, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
So, so really, what we have here is a situation where, first off, you want to figure out what and why you want to give back, then kind of figure out how, and then really spread the word. And the how in which you guys do it is training, classes, gear that you guys sell online, also donations from anybody who would like to donate, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So we're just about out of time for today's show. Unfortunately, we got some good stuff we can dig into here, but maybe we'll have you back. But so thank you for joining us today. And so now if somebody's interested in giving back to the Believe and Achieve program, how do they reach you?
So they can go to believeandachieve.org, and we have a website there. They can email us, they can contact us, and we also have the Instagram, believeandachieve.org. So you guys can message us or just get a hold of us. Pretty easy to get a hold of. Okay.
Through the Art of Jiu-Jitsu Academy?
No, we have a separate Instagram, separate website. Yeah, so artofjitsu.com or believeandachieve.org.
Okay. Excellent. And Mason, would you be the main point of contact if they want to reach out to you?
Yeah, will be me or will be one of us. Just depends on what the question is or what they need.
Perfect. All right, so I want to thank our listening audience for tuning into today's episode of Higher Power. A quick thanks to our team. We have our engineer Paul Roberts, our producers Joan Park, Haley Stern, and Shanti Ryle. And to listen to this show or any past episodes, check out higherpowerradio.com. That's HIRE. powerradio.com or Higher Power Radio on iTunes. For the latest insights on our show, you can check out our Facebook page on Higher Power Radio Show. Next week, our guest is going to be the illustrious Aaron Wilson, co-founder of HirePool and former People Tech Innovation Lead for Yahoo. So I'm your host, Rick Girard. Thanks for tuning in today to the Higher Power Radio Show. Aloha.
Thank you for listening to Higher Power with Rick Girard on OC Talk Radio.